Hello children, welcome to the 20th sum of JP. So your 20th sum is written on the slide for you. How many terms of the JP root 5, 5, 5 root 5, 25 will give a sum of 780 plus 156 root 5. So here we know that A, R, we can get it from the series and Sn value is given to us. So we have to find the value of n. Now in the next slide you can see given is A root 5, R is second term upon first term. So second term is 5 upon first term is root 5. So 5 upon root 5. Now as this is an irrational number, you want to rationalize this. So you multiply by root 5 in the numerator and denominator. So you get 5 root 5 upon root 5 into root 5 is nothing but 5. 5 and 5 gets cancelled, so you get the value as root 5. Now as root 5 you can see is the value for r and it is greater than 1 because you can find the value of root 5. Otherwise you can just understand that root 2 is 1.414 as you have to learn that value and root 3 is 1.732. So root 5 is obviously going to be greater than 1. As from root 2 onwards it is greater than 1. So Sn you have got 780 plus 156 root 5. So you have to find the value of n. Now as r is greater than 1, you can use this formula. Sn is equal to a bracket rn r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Substituting in that formula, you get 780 plus 156 root 5 is equal to root 5, which is the value for a. Bracket r value is root 5 raised to n minus 1 upon root 5 minus 1. Now here you can see that I want to pull root 5 common. So how to know that what will remain in the bracket? So for that what you have to do is you have to divide the value that is 780. You divide that value with 5. Okay, so 780 divided by 5. When you divide, what answer do you get? You get 5 ones are 5, 2 carry over, 5 5s are 25, 3 carry over, 5 6 are 30. That means you're left with 156. Okay, when you multiply 156 and 5, what will you get back? 780. So when you're pulling common root 5, so as you know, root 5 into root 5 is nothing but 5. So as you just want root 5 outside, you will write 156 along with root 5 because root 5 into root 5 will give you 5 and 156 into 5 will give you 780. So that is how you have to understand that what will you get in the bracket. Okay, so I hope till here it's clear. So now we have pulled root 5 common and that is how we are left with in the bracket 156 root 5 plus 156 is equal to root 5 bracket root 5 raised to n minus 1 upon root 5 minus 1. So now this root 5 and root 5 gets cancelled off. Now you can see 156 can be pulled common. So we pull out that 156 common. So we are left with root 5 plus 1 is equal to whatever is there on the right hand side. Now with this root 5 minus 1 which is in the denominator, when we take it to the other side of the equal to sign, it becomes division becomes multiplication. So in the next part, we are doing the same thing. I'll just erase this. I had written. Okay, so now so 156 into root 5 plus 1 into root 5 minus 1 is equal to root 5 raised to n minus 1. Now here you can see that a plus b and a minus b, it is in that form. So I can use a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So I'm using that formula over here and I'm bringing this in the form of a square minus b square. Sorry. So that is root 5 the whole square minus 1 the whole square. So when I take it in that form a square minus b square, I get root 5 square as 5 minus 1. So 5 minus 1, I got the value as 4. and the right hand side remains the same, root 5 raised to n minus 1. 156 into 4, I get the value as 624. This minus 1, when I take it to the other side, it becomes 624 plus 1 is equal to root 5 raised to n. That is 625 is equal to, now what I have done is, here you can see which was on the right side, I have taken it to the left side. And whatever was on the left side, I have taken it to the right side. So I get the value root 5 raised to n is equal to 625. Now what I am doing is 625. First, you convert, as I have told you, when you factorize, you convert it in the 5 form. And then you just multiply this index with 2 and write the base as root 5. So that is what we have done. When we factorize 625, we get 5 raised to 4. Okay. So 5 raised to 4 is 625. So now when I want the base as root 5, I'll multiply this index 4 with 2. So I get root 5 raised to 8. Now as you can see, bases are same. The indices become same. So we got the value n is equal to 8. Okay. So I hope till here it's clear. Now we go to the next question. In the next question, it is said in a GP, the fifth term is 162. Eighth term is 4374. You have to find the GP. So two terms are given. You have to find the GP, means from that you have to find the value of A and R. If you find the value of A and R, you'll be able to write the GP. So first we write the given. A5 is 162, A8 is 4374. You have to find the GP. Now in solution, what we do is A5, we use the formula A into R raised to n minus 1 and we write it as AR raised to 4 is equal to 162. A8 we write as AR raised to 7 is equal to 4374. Now you get in this equation 1 and equation 2 form. You have to divide. In GP, always divide to get the value. Okay. So dividing equation 1 and 2, we get A into R raised to 7 upon A into R raised to 4 is equal to 4374 upon 162. Now A gets cancelled. So what you get is, as you can see, R and R, the base is same. So you subtract the indices because it is division. A raised to m upon A raised to n is equal to A raised to m minus n. So R raised to 7 minus 4. Now you have to divide this. So what you can do is, when you want to simplify, first simplify with 2. So here you can see in the units place it is 4 and 2. So you can divide it with 2. So 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 1 carry over, 2 8s are 16, 1 carry over, 2 7s are 14. Now here in the units place it is odd. So you can check for the divisibility test of 3. So 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 8 11, 11 plus 7 is 18. So 18 comes in the table of 3. So you can divide 2187 with 3. 3 7s are 21. 3 2s are 6. 2 carry over, 3 9s are 27. Now 81. 8 plus 1 is 9. So you can divide it with 3. 3 2s are 6. 2 carry over, 3 7s are 20. Now once you get 7, 29 and 27, you have to again check if it can be divided with 3. So here you can see 7 plus 2 is 9. It can be divided with 3 and it can also be divided with 9. Okay. So as you can see, 9 becomes easier. So what we will do is 729 also it can be divided with 9 because 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. So if it comes in the table of 9, 18, when you add, it shows the divisibility test of 9. So it can be divided with 9. So 9 8s are 9 8s are 72, 9 1s are 9. So you got 81, 9 3s are 27. Now you can see 81 as 8 plus 1 is 9 can be divided with 3. So 3 1s are 3 2s are 6, 2 carry over, 3 7s are 21. So now you have got 27. Now R cube, because 7 minus 4 is 3. So you have to convert this also to the power of 3 so that you can get the value of R. So 27 can be converted in the form 3 raised to 3. Now, as you can see, indices are same, value of index, that is 3 and 3 is same. So the bases become same. So R is equal to 3. Now, as we have got the value of R, we will substitute in any one of the equation and we'll get the value for A. So substituting R is equal to 3 in equation 1 because that's the simpler one. AR raised to 4 is equal to 162. So substituting 3 raised to 4 we get 81. Now we'll take this to the other side of equal to sign. So multiplication becomes division. So 81 ones are 81 twos are is 162. So that is how we have got the value for A and R. Now once we have got the value of A and R, we will be able to find the GP. A1, that is the first term is A, that is equal to 2. Second term is A into R using the formula AR raised to n minus 1. So 2 into 3 is 6. Now once we got the second term, third term is AR square. So what you can do is just take AR into R you can do. So that's what you have to do. You have to multiply the previous number with R. So 6 into 3 is 18. Again, similarly for next term, 18 into 3 is 54. So that's what you'll be going on doing. Like you'll be multiplying with R. So that is how you have got the GP. So 2, 6, 18 and 54 and so on. So now your GP is ready. That was the question which was asked. So find the GP. So we have done that. Okay. So I hope till here it's clear. And now we go to the next question. In the next question, it is said the fifth term of GP is 48 and eighth term is given to you as 384. Find the 12th term. So your fifth term is 48, eighth term is 384 and you have to find the 12th term. So you have to write it as A5. Again, similarly like we did for the last sum, we are going to use the formula AR raised to n minus 1. So AR raised to 4 is 48, AR raised to 7 is 384. Divide both the equation. So when you divide AR raised to 7 upon AR raised to 4, AA gets cancelled. And as you can see, the bases are same. So you write it R raised to 7 minus 4 as A raised to M upon A raised to N is A raised to M minus N. Now you divide 384 and 48. You can divide it with 8. So as 8 6 are 48 and you can just check if you can divide it with 8 over here 384. So it is divisible. So we write 8 6 are 48. Then 8 4 are 32. 6 carry over. So 8 8 are 64. So now you have left with 48 and 6. 6 1s are 6 8s are. So we got the value as 8. Now R raised to 7 minus 4 is R raised to 3. That is what you have got 8 over here. So now you convert in the form or raised to 3 in the form of raised to 3. So that the indices are same, then the bases become same. So I have written it as 2 raised to 3 as 8. So as 3 3 index is same, the bases become same. So R is equal to 2. Now once you have got the value for R, you substitute in any one of the equation and get the value for A. So we have selected equation 1. So AR raised to 4 is equal to 48. We substitute the value of 2 for R. So 2 raised to 4 is 16. When you take it to the other side, 48 divided by 16. So divide by 4 first. So you'll get 4 ones are 4 twos are 8, 4 fours are 16, then 4 ones are 4 threes are. So that's how you have got A is equal to 3. Now once you got value of A, and you have got value of 2, now you'll be able to find the 12th term as it is told in the question. Find the 12th term. So 12th term is can be written as A R raised to 11. So A is 3, R is 2, 2 raised to 11. 2 raised to 11, what I have done is 2 raised to 5 is 32. And again 2 raised to 5. So 32 into 32 will give the value for 2 raised to 10. So that I have got as 1024. Then I multiplied with 2. So that is how I got 2048. Now once I got 2048, I am multiplying it with 3. So this is carryover when I was multiplying I have written. 3 8s are 24. You go from the units place. And then 2 carry over, 3 4s are 12, 14, then 1 carry over, 3 zeros are 0, 1, and 3 2s are 6. So that's how I got 6144. So the 12th term value is 6144. Okay, children, I hope till here it's clear. You are doing quite well. Please copy everything and practice. Okay, now next question is the fourth term of GP is square of the second term and the first term is -3. Determine the sixth term. So now first term value is given to you and the relation between the fourth term and the second term is given to you. So let's see how to go about it. So given is A4, that is the fourth term, is square of the second term. So fourth term of a GP is means equal to. So A4 is equal to square of the second term means A2 the whole square. A value is given to you as -3. You have to find the sixth term. So for that, you are going to use A value and first you write A4 as AR raised to 3 using the formula AR raised to n minus 1. Second term is A into R. Okay, so the whole square. So we write it as AR cube is equal to A square R square. Now you can see A is common, which I can divide both the sides with A. So when I divide both the sides with A, I get R cube is equal to A will be left when you divide it. So A R square. Now as I know value of A is -3, I'll substitute over here and R cube upon R square will become R raised to 3 minus 2, that is R. That is how I got the value of R as -3. Once I got the value of R and A, I'll be using it to find the sixth term, that is A6 is equal to AR raised to 5. So -3 for A, -3 raised to 5. So as you can see the index is odd. If it is negative, the negative sign will remain. The reason is whenever it is odd, negative sign remains. Whenever it is even, negative sign is, you remove the negative sign because minus into minus becomes plus. So as it is 5, you write the negative sign and the final answer, when you multiply 3 5 times, you get 243. Now -3 into -243, minus into minus becomes plus. 243 into 3, when you multiply, you get 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 1 carry over, 3 2s are 6, 7. So that is how you got 729. So value for the sixth term, A6 is 729.